Back to our developing news this morning. A police chase ends with one person in custody after shutting down southbound lanes of I-39/90 overnight in Milton.
Dispatchers say the incident started when Monona police spotted a stolen vehicle that refused to stop, leading to a chase through Dane and Rock counties. Dispatch says multiple agencies joined the pursuit, including State Patrol, the Dane County Sheriff's Office, and McFarland Police. Our cameraman at the scene reported seeing about 20 squads with officers out of their vehicles and guns drawn. According to WISDOT, the interstate was shut down just before midnight and was fully reopened around 1:15 this morning. WISDOT also says Monona Police is the department in charge of this investigation. We have reached out to them, and they say they are in the active stages. You can get the latest updates on this story sent straight to your phone with the Channel 3000 News app. With the app, you'll receive breaking news push alerts as soon as they happen. It's free to download. Just search Channel 3000 in your phone's app store. Well, if you're seeing election posts today, remember Wisconsin doesn't hold elections this fall.
But there are a lot of voters across the country headed to the polls today, including in New Jersey, New York City, and California. These races are being viewed as a litmus test for next year's midterms. In New York City, a three-way mayoral race centers on cost of living and public safety. Democratic Assembly member Zohran Mamdani faces independent candidate and former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa. Last night, President Trump weighed in, saying that a vote for Democrats is a death wish, except in this mayoral race where he is endorsing Cuomo, who is running as an independent, who had been a Democrat in other roles.
And in New Jersey, Democratic Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill faces Republican former state legislator Jack Ciattarelli in a tight governor's race. And in Virginia, Democrat Abigail Spanberger faces Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears.
And in California, Prop 50 is on the ballot. Governor Gavin Newsom leading the campaign here in response to Texas redistricting, which was at the president's request. The measure could influence control of the U.S. House in the 2026 midterm elections.
Back here in Wisconsin, the next scheduled elections will be next year. The spring primary is set for February 17th. The spring election follows on April 7th. The partisan primary takes place August 11th with the general election on November 3rd. So for all upcoming election dates and deadlines, you can visit the Wisconsin Elections Commission website.
Turning now to the government shutdown, the deadlock is now tied for the longest in U.S. history, but a breakthrough may be near.
A bipartisan group of 4 lawmakers has proposed extending Affordable Care Act subsidies for 2 years with new eligibility caps. Now, it's unclear if leadership in either party has signed off on the proposal. However, this comes as Senate Majority Leader John Thune says he is optimistic that the shutdown would end this week.
We're keeping an eye on the markets this morning. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures all down this morning. Dow futures are down about 300 points. S&P futures down about 1%. NASDAQ futures are down about 1.3%. We're going to keep an eye on things and let you know how they progress throughout the morning. And in more local news this morning, the family of Jeff and Michelle Bauer, who tragically died in a fiery Tesla crash, is now suing the automaker. November 1st last year, the 2016 Model S crashed into a tree and caught fire, killing everyone inside. The lawsuit claims Tesla's door design trapped the couple inside the burning car. The family is seeking to hold Tesla accountable for allegedly designing vehicles that make survivable crashes fatal. We have contacted Tesla for comment, but have not yet received a response.
The Dane County Board is considering a hiring freeze on 20 sheriff deputies to save $2.3 million. That money would be redirected to the Health and Human Services Department. The sheriff says that pausing hiring could delay or halt the new county jail scheduled to open in 2027. But one county board supervisor says the freeze is already a compromise. Last night, community members demonstrated outside City Hall in support of newly proposed amendments.
Namely, there is an amendment that will provide something around $2 million to legal camping in the city area, and that would be very, very, very important for the people who are still unhoused or just don't fit the traditional housing molds.
The board will meet for budget deliberations at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Well, tonight,